Hi, I'm Kate, the creative director of Calling Card Books and Z-Girls Press, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to fix total area coverage errors that can occur when you upload documents to IngramSpark for printing through their print-on-demand partners. This can be an incredibly frustrating error to run into while uploading your book to IngramSpark. I'll be showing you how to fix this error in Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Now, to understand this problem, you have to know a little bit about colors. There's two ways we describe them: RGB, which we use for digital images, and CMYK, which we use for print. So for RGB, you're mixing red, green, and blue to create the color spectrum, and for CMYK, you're using cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, which means black, and you're combining those to make colors. The difference is, with RGB, there's light shining through them, through a screen to make them brighter, but for CMYK, they're layered one on top of another during printing, so they get darker as they combine. So sometimes when an image looks really good on a computer, it can look too dark printed. Total area coverage is the maximum amount of ink that IngramSpark suggests that you have in a certain area, and that limit is 240%. And the way that you come up with those numbers is by combining the percentage of each of the four colors used. Today I'll teach you how to fix that using Adobe Acrobat, Photoshop, and/or Illustrator.
Now I'll show you how to locate TAC errors in Acrobat. Open your document and then search for Output Preview. First, make sure the simulation profile is set to Swap Web-Coded V2. Then check the total area coverage box and make sure that the percentage is set to 240. Everything that's over the 240% limit will show up on the page in bright green. Next, we'll fix these TAC errors in Photoshop. To start, we'll need to change some color settings. Go to Edit and then choose Color Settings. Find the CMYK drop-down and scroll all the way up to Custom. Then set the total ink limit to 240%. Make sure the separation type is on GCR and ensure the ink colors are set to swap coded. Then press OK and OK again to set those selections. Next, go to Image and under Mode, select RGB. Or if RGB is already selected, leave that selection. Go back to Image Mode and set it to CMYK color. When you select Merge and OK, it will then apply the settings we just changed and reduce the total area coverage to under 240%. If the colors don't look rich enough, you can also change the settings. Go back to Color Settings and select the CMYK Custom drop-down. Keep the total ink limit at 240%, but try lowering the black ink limit to 90 or 85%, and then see if you like the results better. Keep the ink color on swap coded and the separation type on GCR. Press OK and OK to set. Then change the color mode to CMYK to apply those settings. Make sure to flatten or merge the image if it gives you that option. As you can see, the colors are more vibrant than the previous changes.
That's it! Your photo should be ready to go, so all you have to do is save it as a PDF file. Make sure to use PDFX-A1 2001. That's the setting that IngramSpark wants you to save PDFs in. If that doesn't quite look the way you wanted once you've printed out the file, there is another method that sometimes works a little bit better.
Go to Image, select Adjustments, and then choose Channel Mixer. For cyan, you want to set it to about 95%. That should be enough to reduce it. And then you'll want to repeat those steps for magenta, setting it to 95% as well, and then also for yellow. This will reduce the colors in the entire image by 5%, but you can leave black at 100. And now you can see that the areas with multiple colors, like the green and the brown, are a little bit lighter than they were before. Go ahead and save it, and you're good to go. If black is the only color causing this problem, there's a similar way to fix that. First, you'll need to choose an adjustment layer and select Threshold. Then, using the slider, slide it all the way to the right and start sliding it left until just the darkest parts are selected. That will usually be the black parts of the image. Once that's done, use the magic wand tool to either select the black lines or to select the white and then choose to invert to select the black. Make sure to click on the original image so that you'll be changing the colors of that instead of the adjustment layer. Go to Edit, Fill, and select Black. Then press OK, and it will fill all those darkest areas with 100% black.
If your cover was created in Illustrator, you can always just take the PDF and edit that in Photoshop using the steps we talked about before. But if you think you might ever make changes to your cover, it is smart to go into Illustrator and fix it from the original source, so that anytime you save it in the future, you won't have to worry about getting TAC errors.
Now I'll show you how to fix TAC errors using Illustrator. First, make sure that the document is set to the CMYK color mode. To do that, look at the tab where the name is, and it will either say RGB or CMYK. To change this, go to File, Document Color Mode, and choose CMYK color. It will show you in the tab if it's CMYK, but if you're still seeing the RGB sliders, then it hasn't worked and you'll need to create a new document using the correct color mode. To do that, choose New. Then under Color Mode, click the drop-down and choose CMYK color. Then press Create to create the new document. Copy the elements from the previous document in, and everything will be in CMYK. Since we use Acrobat to find the colors that were over the 240% limit, you can click on them, and then under Select, you can choose Select Same Fill Color, Stroke Color, or Fill and Stroke Color, and it will select every instance of that color in the document. Then all you have to do is go to the color sliders and set them to something under the 240% limit. If the color you need to change is black, IngramSpark suggests you use a rich black, which is darker than just 100% key, but is still under the 240% limit, and that consists of 60% cyan, 40% magenta, 40% yellow, and 100% key. It creates a real depth of color without being too dark.
I hope this video has helped you fix your total area coverage issues. But if you're still running into trouble, or you just don't have the time and inclination to fix them yourself, Calling Card Books does have a la carte services, including book design. So you can click the link below or go to callingcardbooks.com/design to reach out to us about your issue. If this video helped you, give us a like or subscribe. And if you have a question about writing, publishing, or book design, leave a comment below and we might make a video answering your question. Thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you again.